As our brain changes, it allows us to change our understanding of the world around us. We organize our understanding in what are called schemas. You may remember the idea of schemas from earlier in the semester. These are mental representations of objects and events that are in our world. For example, you may have a schema for dogs. That schema may entail a little prototype like this guy. It may entail information like dogs have 4 legs, fur, a tail, wear a leash. This is all information that we use to organize our understanding of what is a dog. Now, when I learn this schema, I will tend to try to apply it to other similar scenarios. So if I'm a young child who's recently learned that this little critter is called a dog, I might be quite excited the next time I see this creature and am able to confidently declare that this is indeed a dog. After all, the schema fits. It's got 4 legs, it's got fur, it's got a tail, and even a collar. But what happens when I come across this beast? Well, it's got 4 legs, it's got fur, it's got a tail. I may be inclined to look at this brand new experience and try and cram it into my existing schema. We call this process assimilation. Assimilation happens when I focus on how new experiences are similar to my existing belief, and I conclude that, well, it's close enough. It fits with what I already know. Assimilation allows us to preserve our existing knowledge. There is a problem, though, with assimilation. Based on assimilation, we're going to call this brand new creature a dog, and, well, that's just wrong. We need to understand that sometimes it's important to develop new schemas, to realize that our existing schema of dog just does not fit this new experience. We need a brand new schema for cows, to recognize that there are differences between our existing knowledge and new experiences. Understanding that there are differences that we need to accommodate for or adapt to require us to go through a process called accommodation. Be very careful with these 2 words. Assimilation and accommodation are easily mixed up because they look a lot alike. Remember, assimilation focuses on similarities. Looking at a new experience, saying it's similar to what I already know, and therefore it fits in with what I already know. Accommodation requires us to look at differences, to appreciate that we need to adapt or accommodate for new experiences, and thus we are required to change our existing knowledge. These concepts of assimilation and accommodation will fit in well when we talk about stimulus generalization versus stimulus discrimination in the learning chapter. Additionally, I want you to consider how assimilation and accommodation tie into one of our future concepts, linguistic relativism. Linguistic relativism speaks of the relationship between language and thought. It suggests that language influences thought and thought influences language. Consider how our expanding vocabulary can actually change our ability to think about the world in a more complex nature, allowing us more opportunity for accommodation rather than assimilation.